These are images from Apollo 16 flight from Station 11 North Ray crater, and it's referred to as the house rock. Now what we see here is a cylinder that looks like a cutting device. We see a slab on the left, which is a rectangular rock slab. These structures don't look natural. So again, it's close to the image of the house rock where the astronauts, including the photos by Paul Young. The house rock's 4 stories high, which is about 12 meters. So the cylinder's about 2.8, and the slab on the side, the length's about 5. There's the cylinder there, and that stands out a lot from the panoramic pictures. My view is the astronauts walked over pretending to look at the house rock, but in reality wanted to look at these potential alien artifacts. Now these are images on Google Moon. I've seen this before in literature and I just didn't know where it came from. I assumed it could have been forged or fake, and I didn't think any more of it. So I'm just shocked I found it here. And we see this rectangular slab. Now the rectangular slab on its own could be a natural formation. I'm not here to find faces in rocks and the change with shadows. This one on its own, it wouldn't be anything unusual, but obviously in the context of our previous rules, that if you find anything unusual or alien structure, you'll find others nearby, and this is where the rule kicks in here. Obviously it's a cylinder structure, and I think by accident the astronauts chose to walk over and examine the house rock, but in reality they just want to see what these things were on the left. I would do the same thing. I wouldn't scare the population on Earth. I would pretend to go take films of this rock house, but in reality I'd film and possibly chip away samples from this structure here to see what the components were. As we zoom in, that stands out a long way away, and especially that straight edge of what looks like a very thin slab. It's very hard to find a rock that would suit that image. Now there you'll see, like, I've counted about 14 to 15 edges around this cylinder, which it was mentioned previously in literature that could be an ancient drill or cutting device. Now, the structure there on its own is not that important, and given the context of what's nearby, it could be. Yeah, these two are very, very peculiar and very unnatural, especially the cylinder. I can't see there being a natural formation. So from far away on the panoramic views, it could have been seen. This is just the whole view itself, near the North Ray crater. We then zoom around. Apollo 16 Station 11. There's the actual moon. It looks like a moon buggy there. The astronaut, we can't zoom in and see the actual face of the astronaut. That's as high resolution as we can, but obviously we have a very good resolution happening there. And here we have that house rock, and behind it we've got Smoky Mountain. So really, if I was an astronaut walking around the hills, I would spot that. I would make sure I'd walk over, and the whole purpose of staying there for a while would be to film that. Wow, look, we found a house rock, it's 4 stories high, let's go look at that. But actually they were looking at the structure down here, and that rectangular slab next to it sticking out. So we'll just zoom out and show you where we are on Google Moon, how you can find this yourself. Like all the things that I found, I don't believe in other people's photos or things like that. They could be just normal conspiracy theories out there to get more hits on YouTube. What we have here, we've got like towers on the edge of the crater. We've found this on those previous documentaries I've done, and we could have these little towers on the edge which show up as just these spots on the edge of the crater. I can't confirm this like in the previous documentaries because the resolution here is very poor. That shows certain landing spots, Apollo 16 extravehicular activities. So yes, that can be easily seen yourself, and that's actually the picture near the North Ray crater, a number 11 it's written on there. So yeah, that's quite easy to see for yourself, and the reason I picked it up, I saw high resolution images, so I thought, okay, let's go see if we can pick up anything in this area. And I only try to believe images I see myself. That's all for now.